Right. So what made you move to Houston out of every place?
Fred.
For real?
Fred Van Vliet. Yeah.
That was your main customer?
So I'm in LA, and I still own a home there, and we were doing the private practice thing where I would just train privately out of my house. I have a gym in my house. I also do like rent space.
Yeah.
And then Fred and I had a really good summer one year, and he was like, "Yo, what does it take for you to leave all the clients behind and come to Houston, come full time?" And we made that deal happen, and here I am. You know what I mean? And that was probably one of the best decisions I made because it's been nothing but love in Houston. I really enjoy being here in this city. It's a beautiful town for food, obviously, as you know. The people are amazing, much more high quality individuals than Hollywood, California. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I can raise a family here a little bit more safely, and cultural, divulgence than in LA, because LA can get kind of plastic, get kind of phony. So
I mean, it's a big city, so like a lot of people do live in the city, they get their share of the loud noise and the fast, and then they go just to Pearland, Katy, Sugarland. It's right around the block too,
Yeah, that's what I'm learning about. Just being here, the longer I stay, is Houston's huge. Yeah. First of all, because obviously in my little bubble of downtown, that feels like Houston. Yeah. That feels like the city. Yeah. But you can go 50 miles outside of downtown, you're kind of still in Houston. I'm just like, damn, the city's huge. But my wife and I, she's born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and then moved to Brooklyn, New York when she was like 21. Mm-hmm. So she lived in the city for over 17 years. And me just being in LA for so long, we're both city people. Yeah. So we want to be in the mix. Mm-hmm. We want to be able to walk to the grocery store. We want to be able to walk to Buffalo Bayou Park. We want to, you know what I mean? Like these types of things. So it's a good fit for us for sure.
When are you planning on popping out some babies?
Well, we already have a son.
Oh, damn. How old is he?
Yeah, he's 15 months.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yeah. So we just had him not too long ago. So if you follow our stuff, we have an app. We have a basketball training app called GBG Hoops. And it went live one day after he was born. Oh, shit. So we literally had two babies within one day apart. Yeah. We had the real baby on September 29, and then September 30, our app launched.
How long did it take to build it?
So it's been quite a lengthy journey to get to the iteration that's out now. The first iteration came out in February of 2021. And that was a COVID baby. That was developed, researched, and produced during COVID, when everyone had all this time on their hands. We needed to figure out a way to spend that time wisely. So we said, hey, let's just start shooting content. Yeah. Which then developed into, hey, we can package this content and make some money off of it. Uh-huh. And then we found a content container that you can call an app, which is a company called exercise.com. And basically they create containers for people that want to own fitness apps. Mm-hmm. And all you do is put your content in there, and then you could subscribe to their app platform. Yeah. So that was our first iteration. But the reason why we wanted to do our own from scratch was it's very limiting when you use this service. It's very it's constrained. My app will look exactly like your app from a design standpoint. Yeah. The only thing that's different is the branding and the content. Yeah. So that was limiting, and we didn't like that, and we had so much vision of like where we could see this go. We were like, you know what, let's just get out of this container situation and let's build it from scratch. And we started that process in October of 2023. Okay. And it took us one whole year to launch the app in September 30th, 2024. Yeah. So I mean, to answer your question, the app that exists now in this marketplace took a year. Okay. But the concept was born COVID, 2020. Yeah. So I like to say it's been a 4 to 5 year project.
Yeah, in general. Yeah. But before that, you had already started the brand, or that's also newer?
Yeah. So the brand GBG Hoops started in 2018.
Okay.
But we didn't formulate as a true company until 2020.
Okay.
But, everything starts with an idea, right?
Yep.
Everything starts with a thought, some sort of inspiration. And, believe it or not, Anthony Davis, who plays for the Mavericks, is the guy that I give credit to for kind of giving birth to the acronym GBG. I used to say to him all the time, greatness breeds greatness.
Yeah.
Because when he'd walk in the gym, I needed him to know that I expected him to be great to make me great as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a reflection thing. Like
yeah.
I can't be great by myself all the time. I need you. We feed off each other.
Yeah.
So I used to say it all the time. Greatness breeds greatness. And that would kind of amp him up a little bit. And then one day he just came in the gym saying GBG, GBG. And I had no idea what he was talking about because I never heard it that way. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, greatness breeds greatness. I was like, GBG. So that's kind of what gave birth to the brand, literally that story. And then my wife developed the logo. This is like the 7th iteration of it. Like, logos evolve over time as you get, feedback and you get ideas. And that all came about probably 2019, 2020 is when we incorporated, became an S Corp, and now, we're officially a running business with all the logistics.
What are some of the challenges you've had?
Some of the challenges, a lot of challenges in terms of just wearing multiple hats. I'm a trainer. My bread and butter is always going to be taking a human being and physically providing some sort of goal attainment.
Yeah.
And I don't like to put myself in a box because I can help you. Let's say your goal was to lose weight. Let's say your goal was to gain weight. We can do that.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with athleticism.
Yeah.
I just have followed a specific path into the basketball space because that's where I was led.
Yeah.
I didn't choose that path. Like, it just kind of chose me, so to speak. And being that I'm a trainer and this is what I do for a living, being a business owner is completely different, as you would know. And understanding just operations, understanding marketing and advertising and hiring, and just being a general manager as the definition of what it means was a huge challenge. And I think it's a hurdle that we're still trying to overcome to this day. Yeah. We're a very lean team. We have myself, we have my wife, who's my partner and co-CEO, if you will. And then we have a marketing team that we outsourced. And we also have a full-time developer that we also outsource. So it's a lean team in the sense that we're still managing all the social media ourselves, the shooting, the content development, the production, the post-production, the advertising. Now we're delving more into digital ads, and like all this terminology is just the bear of a task to kind of learn on the fly as well as be profitable, not to mention be a good husband, be a good father, and ultimately still be Fred's guy, right? Like, I got to be able to manage all that, and that's the challenge. But it's a challenge that I'm not afraid of, nor do I feel overwhelmed by. You know what I mean? Like, I thrive off of this energy, and it makes me feel alive, right? Like, do I feel stressed out from time to time? Of course I do, but that's why we take care of ourselves. That's why we go to the gym and we eat right, and we try to refrain from alcohol and partying too much, because I'm a human being. I love to have a good time, but it's about what makes sense for our life. And I'm responsible for other humans now, right? So that's probably the biggest challenge for sure.
So you think that when you knew your son was coming, did that kind of flip a switch?
Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. So when you have, if you want, when you start a family, for me, my experience that I like to explain to people is a new explosive momentum driving energy jolts through your body, because now it's less of a self-driven mission. Even if you have a partner or a wife or a husband, you still feel a little selfish from the standpoint of like your driving mechanism of what gets you to success. You know, very rarely do you share a business or work responsibilities with your partner.
Yeah.
Right. Very rarely do you see married people doing exactly together.
Yeah.
So that was already pretty fulfilling.
Yeah.
Not an easy task because obviously you have to separate husband and wife and then coworker, right? You know what I'm saying?
That
especially when she's the one telling me how to be in front of a camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can kind of imagine how that's been pretty difficult. But as soon as you bring a life form that you made with another person into the world, it's no longer about you and her or him and you. You know what I'm saying? Him and her. It's about this new legacy, if you will, right? Like I have a son, so he will share my last name, and he has a nice platform to continue our last name on.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not super big into legacy. At least I thought I wasn't before I had a son, but now it's just like I need to make sure that he has the best opportunity possible to be successful and to continue to work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to just leave him a gang of money.
Yeah.
I want to leave him a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people lack purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very difficult to find.
Yeah.
And I'd like to inspire him to see how we move and to see how we serve.
Yeah.
And to take those qualities and then continue to do the work.
Yeah.
So that's in a huge way of saying like that's what happened when I had Kanji. His name is Kanji.
Kanji, okay.
And Kanji just fuels you, bro. Like he'll wake up in the morning with his biggest smile, and everything that you were feeling, negative or sadness or emotionally, goes away.
Yeah.
And that's a gift.
Yeah.
So to be able to open your eyes and realize that and recognize that on a day-to-day basis is a blessing. So that's a long way of saying that he's just been amazing.
So you're gonna put him into different sports, one sport, or like?
That's a very common question that I get, being that who I am and what I do. But honestly, my wife and I talk about it all the time. First of all, a lot of people don't know I played football.
Okay.
I played on scholarship at the Division II level. I played wide receiver, so you know, for me that was a huge accomplishment, especially being Asian and not having a role model to look up to. And as much as I loved the game and loved football and felt like that's a huge part of why I am who I am today, we don't really care to put him in any specific sport.
Okay.
We care about variety.
Okay.
We want him to do all the sports.
Yeah.
Name it.
Yeah. Wrestling.
We for sure want him to wrestle. For sure, 100%. Even dancing.
Yeah. Footwork.
Yeah. Even track and field, swimming, diving. Like there's not a sport that exists where I'm going to be, there's very limited sports that exist where I'm going to be like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I want him to try everything. And then on the flip side of that, I want him to do all the instruments, try them.
Nice.
I want him to go to software engineering camp.
Nice.
I want him to wait tables at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So if you ever open a restaurant, I have an employee for you.
Hell yeah.
I want him to do everything just because I know experience is the true key to success in life. You have to experience everything so you know and you have context to every conversation that you're exposed to. Because if you've never experienced anything, then you can't really have a intelligent conversation.
Yeah.
So that's my dream for him, is just to do everything.
Does your wife feel the same way, or?
Yeah. But she's an artist. Like I said, she's the creative director of our brand. She is in charge of anything art that has to do with GBG. And she just wants to make sure that it's balanced. Okay. She doesn't want to be inflated with sport.
Yeah.
She's just like, just make sure that he's doing art, please.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for sure. That's like a whole nother side of the brain.
Yup.
And I need him to have that too.
Yeah.
We want him to go to like French camp or Chinese camp or Spanish camp, whatever it is, whatever foreign language that makes sense. We want him to do all that. And I think the richness of like the variety is what we're after the most.
Yeah. And I also, there was a podcast I saw with Byron Scott, and I think it was either the Lakers trainer or somebody, But they were talking about all the Achilles injuries that
Sure.
have been happening, and
Sure.
the main thing he said was that they used to play a lot of sports back in the day, multiple sports, and work out, and now it's just like basketball. So they're doing the same movements, you know?
So the validity behind that is so high, but not we can't prove that.
No research.
There's no way to study that.
Yeah.
But if you look at it just logistically, like now more than ever, we call it early specialization. So that's for instance when if Kanji were to start hooping at 7 and he'd play year round.
Yeah.
So he's just being exposed to basketball-like movement all the time, year round, the same type of movements until, let's say he goes to college or even the pros.
Yeah.
And that type of repetitive force and volume, high volume in the system, in the body, makes sense. It's going to lead to breakdown.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's just a very easy and logical idea to grasp onto.
Yeah.
Whereas, like me, I don't know about you, but like me, I played everything. I ran track, I played football, I did martial arts, I played basketball. There wasn't a sport I didn't try to play because it was really just the season.
Yeah.
What season are we in? Let's play.
Going, yeah.
What season are we in? Let's play. So we're not playing year round anything.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, it's like, all right, at what point do we start to hone in on, okay, this is the sport that Kanji wants to choose, and we want to focus on this sport. And if you're asking me, like projecting from 14 years from now, I would say high school. As soon as he's in high school and he's made that decision, like Mike, Dad, I want to focus on tennis.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do tennis.
Yeah.
But at least we've had 10 years of variety and exposing the body to different movements, being on the floor, rolling around in jiu-jitsu or wrestling, playing flag football, playing basketball, playing beach volleyball, different surfaces. It's just a huge scope of skills to pull from so that when he finally goes to play tennis, he is the ultimate athlete. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can do everything.
Yeah.
And he's safer.
Yeah.
So I think that they're spot on. I think that early specialization is definitely a reason why we're seeing so many injuries in pro sports.
No, are they not trying to fix it? Like, what are they? I mean, because it happened. Like, how many was it, like 3 or 4 in 1 year? Like big. It was Dame, Jason. Halliburton. Yeah, that was a big one, bro.
Yeah, and we missed them.
Yeah.
Our game misses them. Because those are superstars.
Yeah.
Money. But I think that's what it comes down to is like, especially in the United States, it's all capitalism.
Yeah.
Everything's built on just making money.
Yeah, facts.
From the brands to the sponsorship deals to just the commercialism of like youth sports, and now you got NIL. That the AAU system is built around that too.
Yeah.
So we're no longer after developing kids into great athletes. We're after fielding teams that get us into these major tournaments so that we can make money and be seen by brands.
Yeah.
It's a little backwards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if we care about what's supposed to be cared for, which is these kids, right? I think, which is why like the European model works.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like just do academies.
Yeah.
And like that school in Florida, I forget. Anyways, basically, okay, we see that Kanji is going to be a savant soccer player. He has it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. But if that's the case and we feel pretty good about it and he feels pretty good about it, at 12 years old, I'm going to send him to this academy where he goes to school there, he trains there, but he's also getting the right dosage.
Yeah.
He's also getting the right resources to make sure his body is developing correctly. He's not just playing. And that's the reason why AAU isn't the ideal environment for our kids is that all they do is what? Play.
Hoop.
They hoop. 7 games in a weekend, right? Like it's crazy. Think about that. 7 games in a weekend. I try to break it down to kids like, listen, NBA basketball players maybe play 3 to 4 games a week. You're playing 7 in 2 days. Make that make sense. That math is not mathing, is it?
They don't care.
So, and you know, you're a child, or you're a kid, or you're a teenager, so you don't kind of feel it.
Yeah.
But over the course of time, those miles add up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the dark horse of like why the AAU system is a little broken.
I think that's why a lot of like old heads, like if you watch the KGs of the world, or what's it, King and Martin, they always kind of seem a little bitter. But some of the shit they say is like on point. Where they say when they say that the youngsters don't understand this and they do that, you know, like basketball is about capitalism. You know what I've noticed is like they want to sell jerseys, they want to sell tickets.
Correct.
Fuck the record, you know, and that's terrible. I mean, as a person that loves basketball, you know,
Facts.
Like I want to see people play defense, you know, like it's all different.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I mean, as long as they make money, that's what they care about, you know, the owners, you know.
Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the business of basketball. Yeah. You know, and it's infiltrated its way into every single level. Yeah. Every level, there's business to be had. Yeah. Do I want Kanji to be exposed to that? Probably not. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You'll protect him from it, though.
I think so. Yeah. If anything, my wife will. You know what I mean? And and we're gonna keep, I think, the principles of what we stand on and the values that we stand on first. Yeah. And, you know, let him have a good time. Yeah. And enjoy being social with his people and with his friends, and, you know, hopefully make some parent friends too. Like that's kind of cool. Like when you can vibe with other parents. Yeah. And we'll kind of.
What if he's like, I just want to be an engineer, like, and he's like trying to make couple million bucks?
I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm gonna provide the ultimate resources that he needs to succeed in any field that he chooses. I don't care what it is. Yeah. I don't care if it's freaking making toys, toy figurines. I don't care if it's DJing. Doesn't matter. Like I just want him to be happy. I want him to have a purpose, chase the purpose, and be happy about it. You know what I mean? That's all I care about.
And be competitive too. That's kind of like kind of what drives us too. You know, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Like ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, be the best that you can be. Yeah. Right? If it's not competitive with someone against you, it's yourself. Yeah, yeah. Right? I think so. Yeah. I think that's the way we got to go about it. I mean, he ain't going to have no choice but to have that, because I'm going to start him off at a real young age to start competing against me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I want him to learn those lessons early and to learn how to lose gracefully, because that's something I never learned. Mm-hmm. I'm a bad loser.
Yeah, me too, yeah. So I've learned it over time, but
you know, yeah. So, but it'll be interesting. And maybe in 5 years we'll have another talk and we'll review Kanji's his little historical journey.
How's Fred been? How's his recovery and everything?
Man, Fred, you know, I can talk about this on record because he's talking about this on record. Okay. But he mentioned on his show that, you know, we're on a 6 to 7 month timeline. Okay. Now, timelines are just frameworks. So let's understand that in its true like value of how we look at that. It's just basically a North Star. It guides us onto how we're doing as time happens. Yeah. The continuum of time occurs. Yeah. And if we're hitting certain metrics or value points that align with this timeline, that end goal seems more and more realistic. Yeah. I always like to tell people we're exactly where our feet are. Yeah. Which means every day is what matters. Mm-hmm. That day, today matter. We had a session from 10 to 12:30. That was the most important day of the entire rehab. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when you start to look ahead, you lose focus on the granularity of like the details of rehab, which is so important. Yeah. And if our goal and our North Star is 6 to 7 months because we have an opportunity to potentially help our team in the playoffs, there's nothing wrong with having those goals. Yeah. But I will say this, there's no guarantee. Mm-hmm. There's no promise. This is our goal. It's important to set goals, and we'll see when we get there. Yeah. That being said, I feel good about that goal. Yeah. I feel confident. I feel like every day has been a step closer to that goal. Some days we take large steps. Some days we take little tiny steps, but every step has been in the right direction. So that's a good thing. And as far as the timeline goes, I think we're on schedule.
Yeah,
I do. I feel really good about that. And another thing is you got to give credit to his ability to walk into this gym space every single day ready to go.
Yeah,
and that's been a special quality for him. Like I could never believe that he was going to do it. Everyone's allowed a bad day.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a bad day.
Oh shit.
So I feel good about that.
Yeah, it means he got to the pier.
Yeah. Right there. That's the most important quality about this whole situation, is that his mind set has been rock solid.
Yeah.
Like he's been militant.
Yeah.
And I salute him for that.
Yeah, that's one thing about injury. When you're used to doing crazy shit and then you have to sit with your mind, not being able to even wipe your ass or something.
Literally.
Yeah, it changes you.
Literally.
Like, you have to,
because he couldn't bend his leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing about it is like, at what point are you going to stop feeling sorry for yourself and face the realization that we're here?
Yeah.
I have the best resources money can buy. I have the best professionals around me. I believe in my team. I believe in my family.
Yeah.
I believe in myself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start taking every single rep super serious.
Yeah.
That's been a pleasure to witness.
How did y'all meet?
Yeah, so my Instagram handle, Mr. Do It Moving, has been amongst some of the more popular pages for basketball training in the weight room.
Okay.
I got my claim to fame through Drew Holiday. Drew was a very
like a monster.
Oh man, Drew's probably one of the most athletic people I've ever worked with. But he gave us the grace of posting him. Okay. To allow me to share our work on the beautiful networks of social media, and it caught fire quickly. People started to pay attention to me a lot because of Drew. And then here comes Anthony Davis, and then here comes Rajon Rondo, and then here comes Fred VanVleet, Spencer Dinwiddie,
Jalen Green,
right? Not to leave out like a lot of dope ass people that I work with, but like you start to gain buzz. It's crazy because nobody really knows if I'm good or not. They just see me with these people.
Now people that know, because if you see the same old shit all the time and then you see somebody with the details to it, and that's different, you're like, okay. And then you go try that shit, you're like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, because everybody tries to do the same thing. Well, we just talked about doing the same thing over and over, and like, no, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta move different ways,
Absolutely. And I have always been one to be unafraid and unapologetic about my authentic self. So that's allowed me to get in front of a camera and be me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going through all types of labels my entire life, mainly because I'm Asian and I love hip hop music and I dress a certain way and I talk a certain way. And oh, by the way, I play football and I'm pretty good at it too. Yeah. Like, this has been something that has, forged me into the person I am. Yeah. So being in front of a camera and just being me was actually pretty natural. But then starting to publish and put content out there to inspire using professional athletes was the avenue that I feel like caught a lot of attention of the other NBA space. And somebody saw some of my stuff from his camp. His agency at the time reached out to me via DM. Oh, damn. And it took about a good 9 to 10 months for us to actually have a call. But that's literally how the connection happened. Yeah. His agency reached out to my Instagram handle, DM'd me. We started talking, and then sure enough, 9 months later, he moves to LA for the summer just to train with me.
Oh, damn.
Yes. We had a great summer, and then the rest is history.
How long ago was that?
2022, summer of 2022.
Damn.
And then that following season, I went to Toronto like 6 to 8 weeks out of the year. He just kept saying, matter of fact, he basically just said, yo, anytime you're available, I want you in Toronto.
Yeah.
So that for me just spoke volumes of the commitment the seriousness. Boom. Helped him a ton in Toronto. Ended up getting
that ring.
Yes, but I wasn't there at that moment.
Okay.
This was after that. He ended up getting let go or traded to Houston. And then that's when the conversation of like full time started to, when you're gonna come to Houston, is that something you'd be interested in? And sure enough, we got a deal done, and here I am.
Yeah. I also seen you train Mike James.
Yes.
Like a #1 leading scorer in Europe. Bro, that boy is a monster.
Yeah,
too.
like one of the most talented basketball players on the planet. Like in terms of like putting the ball in the in the basket, like unbelievable.
Floating, running floaters, bro. I'm like watching this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Specimen of an athlete. Yeah. Explosive, stop on a dime, crazy movement skill, just freakish.
Yeah.
In terms of what he's able to do from a movement standpoint.
Yeah.
I actually met him in New Orleans when I was down there with Drew Holiday.
Okay.
New Orleans picked him up as a free agent. And that's how our relationship started. And then that following summer, he was like, yo, I want to train with you. Like, I never really took the weight room serious.
Yeah.
And you're the first strength coach that I actually want to work with.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really believe in weightlifting. And from that summer on, that's like my brother. Like, I'll visit him in Monaco. I'll go to Europe. Yeah. Anytime I'm available, I'm out there.
Yeah.
And he and my wife are really good friends. Yeah. He loves kanji. It's very much like a family situation, a chosen family, and we love him to death. And he's still doing things at a really high level. And a lot of people ask, why isn't he in the NBA? I'll tell you why. He's not in the NBA because he knows that true happiness and fulfillment for him exists on the court.
Yeah,
and he wants to be on the court. And if he comes to the NBA, he may not be on the court all the time like he is now. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. I seen him, he had a quote one time. He was like, they asked him that. He was like, well, the NBA is not made for people like me. It's made for people that are like 6'7", 6'8", with long arms, that are wings, that are good at playing defense, not people that can score, And I was like, damn, that makes a lot of sense, You see a lot of people dedicate their lives to this craft, and they don't get appreciated, know, and that happens a lot, It's unfortunate, but I mean, that's why they go overseas. And they kill it.
And it's a really good opportunity now to make a lot of money, to be loved, to find true happiness, to travel the world. Yeah. Like if you're okay with stepping outside of your comfort zone, overseas is a great life. Yeah. Great life.
Like, a dude named Brandon that lives in the building too. I don't know if he still lives there.
Yeah, he's a trainer.
Yeah, so he actually trained a couple of homies that they're overseas. Okay. I think his name was Calvin. He's playing. He's pretty nice too. Yeah. But I've hooped with Brandon a good.
Wow.
Yeah, he's nice. You have you hooped against him or not?
Brandon?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This dude, you bucket to him.
What? This dude's upper 30s.
Yeah.
Still can move so well.
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah.
Now he don't play no defense because he's tired of shit. Yeah. But when he has the ball.
Tell him how I cooked your ass, Brandon. I'm gonna send it this clip.
Hey, listen, just don't fall for the first or second pump fake. Yeah. Stay down. Yeah. Because he ain't never shooting it the first time. Yeah. And I had to learn that. And I'm still relearning that because I ain't played him in so long, and we started playing again recently. He still got it. Yeah, he still got it. Yeah, he's nice. He's very good.
He plays around too. Like he's just having fun.
Yep. But I don't know, man. I just love the competitive environment. You know what I mean? Even though I know he's gonna beat me 9 out of 10 times, just give me that one time. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's really why I think a lot of people still play sports. Is like, as a man, it keeps you alive, like that competitiveness.
Agreed.
Even if it's once a week or something.
We need it, bro.
Talk shit. Shake hands after.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a part of who we are as people.
Yeah.
So like I'm not a fighter. Yeah. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in hurting people. But I recently took up boxing last summer. Shout out to the mob, Mark Owens Boxing, and I don't know. I've never felt more alive in a sparring session than I have anywhere else, maybe except for on the football field. Yeah. And it's like I'm not really trying to hurt anyone, but like fighting, it's like naturally a part of our DNA as men.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've probably been in like five 4 fist fights in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting. Last time I fought was like when I was 21.
Yeah.
Fighting, even with like gear on and shit, that shit gives you the biggest rush and like makes you feel so alive.
Yeah.
And it's addicting.
Yeah.
Getting hit obviously is never a goal, but like it's just like, oh shit, yeah. Let's get, you know what I mean? Like I ain't never been knocked out before, you know. I feel like everyone needs to get knocked out for once in a while, but it's a part of us, bro. Like that competitive drive, the natural innate desire to fight.
Yeah,
it's just us, bro. And I think that's what kind of basketball does for us. You know what I mean? We're not fighting, but we're still feeding that fire.
Yeah. I see a lot of the OGs. Like I'm playing in tournaments, right? We go to Austin sometimes or San Antonio, and like they have a 60 and up. Bro, I think the first
60 and up.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
My first I've seen that shit.
I'm playing in that. I'm playing in that.
Like, what? They were talking shit too. They were out there talking shit, bro.
That's dope. Yeah,
moving the ball, smart, all that shit. I was like, damn.
That's so dope. Did you ever see on Instagram the 70? This man was like 72 or 74. And ran below 13-second 100-meter dash.
Nah, I've never seen. What the fuck?
So first of all, I couldn't run below 13 right now.
Yeah, me probably either. Yeah.
He was 70 something. He ran like a 12.7.
How much?
This is insane.
They have to really like. There's no way around it. That they took care of themselves. Like that's it. Bottom line.
From like 20 till now to 7. Like you can't expect to have a long time frame of you not working out, eating right, or indulging in poor bad habits, and not expect that to affect you later on in life. It's guaranteed it's going to affect you.
Yeah.
So therefore, some of us are genetically gifted where we can eat anything we want and not gain an ounce of fat. I am not that, but I know some people that are. Mm-hmm. And it's like that's cool and all. You look good, but do your insides look good? Because your internal health is just as important, if not more, than your external health. And, I see a lot of fit-looking people, muscular-looking people, but they don't take care of themselves inside out.
Yep.
And I think that in order to do those types of things at 70, play in a 60 and up basketball league and not feel like a car hit you the next day, that takes a lifelong commitment of taking care of yourself, for sure.
What's your thoughts on yoga or Pilates?
My thoughts on any form of movement is high.
Okay.
I don't care what it is. Mm-hmm. I think that as long as you're moving, preferably within a community, you're going to benefit from it. Now, that being said, there are outliers to this sentiment. For instance, CrossFit or High Rocks now. High Rocks is huge now.
What is that?
It's basically, I don't want to speak unintelligently about it, but from what I've looked at and not even read up on, but from what I've seen online, it's basically a comparable league to CrossFit where basically competitors do a bunch of physical events. For instance, push a 250-pound sled for 100 meters.
Yeah.
Then they go into a ski ergometer, a ski rower, and then do that for 2 minutes. Then I'm totally butchering these events, but like imagine just a bunch of physically taxing events.
Yeah.
And you do it over and over again for a time. You compete.
Okay.
I love the idea of finding a goal to attach your training to so that every training session is meaningful, right? Because I'm sure you've been there before where you're just working out just to work out. There's really nothing I'm trying to achieve. I just know that this is good for me.
Yeah.
But when you have something to train for, the training's meaningful. And now you have a different type of motivation. I think that that's amazing, and I think that's very powerful. However, like CrossFit, like High Rocks, like these higher intensity level situations, movement forms, injuries occur.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Injuries occur. So I say that with the caveat of like, I'm very happy that you're indulging in these forms of movement. I just hope and pray and wish that they can be safe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the detriment of what are you trying to get this time?
Yeah.
Your body? because now you're hustling backwards.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole purpose of movement is to make yourself better.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get below 40 minutes in this event at the detriment of anything, everything, what's the purpose of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
ego,
I get it.
That's probably ego.
Yeah, well, all ego.
Yeah.
All ego. And I think we do need to feed our ego from time to time, but I don't think it should be at the detriment of our physical health.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Pilates, I love it. If that's what you choose to do and you love it and you feel good after it and it gives you what you need, do it.
Yeah.
Do I think that it's the complete orchestration? That's not a word. Do I think it's the complete picture of what fitness is? No, I don't. I think that it's a part of it.
Yeah.
But who am I to tell you need to do more?
Yeah.
At least you're doing something.
Yeah.
Yoga, same thing.
Yeah.
Do I think it's the complete picture? No, I don't. But who am I to tell you that you need to do more?
Yeah.
I'm just happy you're moving.
Yeah.
You know, the fact of the matter is 67% of America is obese.
Yeah.
So you could be safe to assume that 67% of America don't even move.
Yeah.
So at least you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at that.
Yeah. A little, even if it's something, right? Just a little bit.
Go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they say the 10,000 step thing is kind of like your North Star of like, what's the baseline?
Okay.
10,000 steps a day or whatever. How many people do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And does, you know, training 1 hour in the gym every day make up for your lack of 10,000 steps? I don't know. Because I'm not going to tell you that you need to train an hour in the gym and still walk these 10,000 steps because it's difficult enough to get people to get in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm just happy you're moving.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my perspective. Now, if you unravel that onion even more and ask me, okay, so what else should I do? Then that's a whole nother conversation. But at least you're moving, you know. So
what are some of the most common, whenever an athlete comes to you, what do they have to deal with? Like, what do they ask you for?
So there's no common answer for that. That's all predicated on like what the athlete's presentation is. And what I mean by that is, are they dealing with pain?
Yeah.
Do they have an injury history? What are their movement goals? What do they feel like they lack on the basketball court to feel like they have more freedom to do more things?
Yeah.
Right? So everyone's idea of those questions is going to be different.
Way different, yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak on that specifically, but what I can say is that, you know, if I have 5 NBA athletes who've spent a total of 18 months training in a weight room, I can therefore assume that they haven't been training that much.
Okay.
18 months is not a long time.
Yeah.
Once you start to get like into the 4 or 5 year range, now it's like, okay, now we can really get to the nitty gritty. Yeah. But if you only have a year and a half, 2 years of training age or experience in the weight room.
Let me turn it off.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I know also the response to people's bodies. Like, if you and me try to do a vertical program, we wouldn't get as much response as like somebody that's never worked out before. You know?
Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah. In a sense that the most general quality strength training is going to do you service.
Yeah.
Because you're like a piece of clay that hasn't been molded all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you come to me and you've been training for like your whole career, 6, 7, 8 years, now I gotta be you are this cup.
Yeah.
Now I gotta figure out what is this cup missing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So from that standpoint, like just solid, really quality coaching is just going to be a really general strength program with quality programming. Okay. Like how you navigate the program and take that athlete through the program is the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure you get the athlete to understand certain positions and movement patterns and learning how to load those really well.
Yeah.
That's really the secret sauce.
Yeah.
If you're really good at that, you're going to be okay to train these high-level athletes, because a lot of NBA guys don't have a lot of experience in the weight room. Why? Because they're not lifting in high school for the most part. They spend 1 year in college. They're not in the weight room that much there. Then they go straight to the league.
Yeah.
So let me just give you really good quality strength training.
Yeah.
Be really picky on how you move with load, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah. What are some of the most results you've seen? Like, did you ever rehab somebody completely or change their, say they had anterior pelvic tilt or something?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think right now I'm a little early to say Fred, because, we're only 3 months in. But that being said, another ACL I helped rehab was Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that was a hell of an experience, because I was able to be a part of a rehab that took 4.5 months, 5 months to get medically cleared.
Damn.
And that's 2 to 3 months faster than the standard.
Yeah.
Now, our goal was never to be cleared that quickly. It just happened.
Yeah.
And I think that that's probably one of my more meaningful kind of turnarounds, because we had to start and we had to finish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could actually label it that. And that was an easy understanding of, like, okay, we had this athlete at this point where he could barely squat 90 degrees on a single leg, and now he's banging pistol squats.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel me? Like,
damn, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? And then he went to play for the Wizards the whole season.
Yeah. Oh, that's when he was playing with them? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
And then the following year, he quadrupled his dunk count. He went from like 2 dunks the year before to like 21.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so more than quadrupled.
Yeah.
But he like, it changed so much. The explosiveness changed so much, and that was a meaningful transfer, if you will.
What is it with the ACL? I've heard that it's a lot of weak hamstrings and glutes that kind of cause those, right?
Well, it's multifactorial causal.
Okay.
Meaning there are multiple reasons of why an ACL can go.
Yeah.
So,
because it's common, right? Like, if you talk to an athlete,
it's actually not that common in basketball. Not in basketball.
Oh, in basketball, okay.
No, like, think about it. Who's the last ACL you can think of?
I can't remember.
Not Dame. Kyrie.
Oh, really?
Remember Kyrie?
Yeah.
Kyrie just tore his.
Oh, that's why he's out right now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But he was pushed into his decel. So, like, that could have happened to anybody.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the risk factors that are commonly thrown out there are like muscular imbalance. For instance, your hamstrings aren't as strong as your quads. Yeah. Something like that.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Yep. I think a lot of it is biomechanical, though. So, for instance, the way your skeleton moves under load and in space dictates a lot of what happens at the knee.
Yeah.
So, like, no matter how strong your muscles are, if your skeleton isn't in good alignment with how you navigate the floor, it does. Okay. It's actually going to work against you, because your muscles are so strong that it's going to work against the joints.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest risk factor for me, is that if your ankle or your foot collapses in, like a flatter foot, that's going to have a direct effect of what happens up the chain.
Yeah.
If your hips aren't quite at a strength standard that we see or we measure, that could lead to poor angles and poor positioning of the pelvis.
Yeah.
If you just have poor movement control, your coordination is poor because no one ever taught you how to move the right way, if you will, or even gave you exposure to different types of movement, you're going to be put in bad positions. So, there's a lot of different theories, but I think that a lot of it has to do with just understanding biomechanics and learning how to move in an array of ways.
Do you believe in have you heard of peptides?
Oh yeah, BPC 157.
Yeah, do you believe in that?
Oh, it's not a matter of believing. It works. It's science.
I brought you a water. I don't know where it's water.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
But I do have to wrap up soon.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Last question then.
Okay.
1-on-1 in the NBA, who's taking the belt?
1-on-1.
This is the part we're gonna clip, so I can tag all the NBA players.
And you
3 dribbles.
It's position. Okay, so it's positionless. It's 3 dribbles. Yeah. Top of the key. Yeah. Spots. I'm gonna have to say 1-on-1 probably KD.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten this. I've witnessed him up close.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. He's ridiculous.
7-foot guard. Bro.
Anything that you thought about KD, times that by 10.
Yeah. God damn.
No. He's ridiculous. Yeah. He's like special. Like he's unbelievable. And he don't get credit for his defense. He plays defense.
Yeah.
So he can contest anybody. He's 7 feet long wingspan. Can guard. Can shoot the ball anywhere. Can make every shot. Yeah, KD's winning that 1-on-1.
You think Cooper Flag's real, like solid? Like
I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't watched enough of him to have an opinion on it. I think that he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a really long and successful career. At what caliber that is, not sure yet. But as I get to watch him closer and be more focused on him, I'll have a better answer for you. I just been so focused on Fred that that's kind of what it's been.
Okay, so last question is, how do you think the Rockets are going to do this year?
I think.
How far are we going?
Yeah, no, I think that I'm very optimistic. I believe that we're super talented and have a shot to definitely be top 4 in the West.
Yeah.
As far as how deep we'll get into the playoffs,
I'll be happy with second round, bro.
I definitely think we'll get in the second round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that for sure. And if that's the case, that's May. I feel like Fred might be for sure ready to go at that point. So, who knows what happens? You get a healthy Fred.
Yeah, facts.
Because obviously
we're missing shit,
the point guard position is something that definitely he can do what he does.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
the vet.
Yeah, so I think second round for sure.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
My bad. Pleasure.
Shout them out. Shout out your IG and your everything and your brands. Anything you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, bro. So let me go ahead and put y'all on gbg.hoops on Instagram. It's a very educational basketball training page where you're gonna learn all things performance training for hoop. So if you got cranky knees or bad ankles or tight hips, we got you. And most importantly, if you want to really delve into a resource that's going to help you just be a better human physically, check out our app. It's called GBG Hoops. It's on the iOS App Store. It's on Android App Store. Yep. And this is my life's work, so there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Thank y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Peace. That was fun.